rockin' low. Nice.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Fox, back with another video, and this is finally my Xbox One physical collection. Yes, I say physical because I also have digital games. They're not copies on here. The ones that I do have copies of, I'll let you know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section of my collection. Do you have just as many physical games? Did you get rid of them? I like having a collection of my games on the shelf. Yeah, it can get ridiculous for some people, but eventually I always dwindle down my collection. I just actually got rid of some 360 games, some PS2 games, and I added some more 360 games. So maybe I'll do a new collection update with that one day soon. It might take another couple years, but anyway. Besides that, hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, hey, let's get started with the first game. Here we have two awesome box games, and that is Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm, which I enjoy these games so much. The universe, the characters, the music, everything about it intrigues me. And I even have part 2 digitally on Xbox. I hope it's just as good of a game, and I enjoy it. And then if they do release a physical, I could add that to my collection as well. The first Life is Strange has the game, the art book, which I really like the cover for that one, and the soundtrack, which again I like the cover for that one as well because they're so unique. And then the second one, Life is Strange Before the Storm, that one comes with the same similar things, but the art book doesn't have that unique cover, and the soundtrack doesn't have that unique cover, but they're still really good. The soundtrack is amazing, and I have that one digital. The other soundtrack I have probably on Spotify or something like that, but yeah, it also comes with DLC in that one, which I've given away before, and yeah, I love those games, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. The next game is Agents of Mayhem, and in this game I really thought it looked awesome when it first got showed off and everybody was streaming it and stuff like that. It did remind a lot of people of Crackdown, and we were just so hyped for Crackdown that this was a temporary fix for that. I wish it was co-op, but it wasn't. What else? I got it in a giveaway on Twitter, so that case is from the UK, so shout out to Bane on Twitter for that giveaway. The next one is a little bit of an old school Telltale game, and yes, eventually I will collect all my favorite Telltale games in my collection physically. I do have a little bit more digitally, but this is one that I tried on the PS3, I believe, and it was kind of clunky and odd compared to what I was already used to with The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us. So, I mean, I'm glad I have it in my collection, and I love the movie Back to the Future, but the game is really odd, and I do want to eventually finish it and get through it. The next one I completed, I have them both physical and digital, and that's Batman. Awesome Telltale game. I just started the second season, so I played the first episode of that, and I don't have it digital like the rest of the episodes, so hopefully I can pick it up whenever I see the physical game on a deal. I think I saw it on eBay one time and I was bidding for it, but people were going back and forth. It actually went up to the retail price anyway, so I was like, never mind. Eventually though, I'll play the second one because this one was so good. The next game you guys definitely seen on my channel a couple of times. I have the collector's edition that I got like super cheap, like $15 or something. I can't remember now, but I do have an unboxing of that. I've shared gameplay of this game a lot, and yeah, I love the Battlefield games. This one was a really good one. It was different, but I still liked it just as much as well, not just as much, maybe a little bit less, but still it had its own unique things to it. So yeah, I love 3, 4, this one, but my favorites are still gonna be the Bad Company games. here we have the other Battlefield game, this Battlefield 4, which I originally first bought on the 360 and then later on upgraded after all the bugs and everything like that was going on. But on the 360 it played just fine. It was just less player base, and then when I got on the Xbox One, bigger player base, and the game looked better as well. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. I still think I like 3 more, but this is an awesome one, and I actually went back to it recently, like a month ago or so. It was really fun. People are still on there, definitely. The next game is Call of Duty. I'm gonna try to slow down. I noticed that I've been saying very detailed things about the games, but anyway, the next game is COD, and this is actually the only COD in my collection now. I got rid of the other one that I had. So yeah, I'm really happy with COD World War II. They went back to the boots on the ground. Even when people were complaining, they still stuck with it, and they fixed a lot of things that people did have issues with in the beginning of the game, and they gave like a big patch like months later, and I enjoyed it. I played it a lot with my friends. It was awesome. I know a lot of people that love the campaign, by the way. So yeah, let's move on. Next we have Destiny. Oh, Destiny. Again, another game that I've played on multiple platforms: PS3, PS4, 360, and now Xbox One. I love the game, put so many hours into it. I love and hate this game, actually. Not just love, but I do like it more so than Part 2. I see no reason for me to pick that one up. I've already tried it here and there digitally, and I just can't get into the flow like I did with this one. And yeah, I really liked how they were starting to build this universe and this lore. I don't know exactly what they're doing with it now. The next game is just a cute game to have to add to the collection whenever my nieces come over and they want to play something. This is why it's here, and plus the figures look really cool. The next one is Doom, and this one really stood out to me, especially back when the beta came out and the game was first announced and all that, because the multiplayer, I really liked the multiplayer, and I know a lot of people didn't care for that because that's not what Doom is, but I really liked it. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed myself a lot, and I still haven't beat the campaign. Don't freak out, people. I will. It's just I play it here and there randomly, and then sometimes, well, my friends are online, so we might as well play multiplayer together. Yeah, we love it that much. We could randomly jump into this game like every other couple of months and just play it naturally and have fun. And the game's just badass, you guys. I can't wait for the new one. The next set of games I'll talk about as a bundle because they're all Forza games. So we have Forza Horizon 2, Forza Horizon 3, Forza Motorsport 5, which Tim sent me, so this is the Australian version. That was really nice of him. He had it, he didn't care for it, he knew I love having physical collection, and I do want to get all the Forza games again, and I'm now missing some. I have the other ones digitally. Actually, no, I don't have 7, and I only have 4 because of Game Pass. But anyway, Forza is awesome. I have them all on the 360. I enjoy playing them. They became my favorite racing games. Before that, I loved Gran Turismo and Need for Speed a lot. And now these have definitely taken over. And for a good reason. I can tell a lot of people notice that about Forza and how it's grown and all the details that they add to those games. Even if you like the simulation racing or the open world arcade racing, there's something for almost anybody. The next game is no surprise that it's in my collection, and that's Gears of War Ultimate Edition. I wasn't gonna get this at first, and I think I said that in my last collector's. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't gonna get this at first, and then I saw that it was just more than a remaster or a port to the Xbox One. There's a remake. It looked better, sounded better, had extra things that I didn't play. I think it was on the PC version and not the 360 version. It was awesome, and then the multiplayer was smooth 60 frames, and yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to that, but worth it. And I'm glad that I have this in my collection. Or only $40. Also, I think all remakes or remasters should be 40 or less, in my opinion. But I understand that some things do get a major upgrade, or they add a lot. So I guess to a certain extent, you could argue the matter if you want. But personally, that was awesome. And the next game is Grand Theft Auto 5, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people have in their collection. Whether you have it for last gen or this gen, it's really popular and still selling to this day. I actually first played it on the PS3. I ported my character over to the Xbox One, where I played with some of my friends online. Even though it was pretty buggy, we had a good time, but it didn't really last. I lost interest eventually. My memories of Grand Theft Auto are usually from the PS2 era. The next game is Guitar Hero Live, and yeah, I have a little obsession with like music or rhythm-based games, especially the Guitar Hero series. At first, I thought it was dumb and a gimmicky thing, but when I started actually playing it, listening to music, and how much I love music, it affected me. Before that, I played like little games here and there that involved music or rhythm-based stuff, but I think Guitar Hero, and I guess Rock Band for some, does it perfectly. So I have most of these games on the 360 and stuff like that. But this one was really good. They tried something different. I don't hate them for it, but I do think it was probably their downfall, and they probably shut down the servers and everything like that for the multiplayer or the live aspect of it. Or the TV, guitar TV thing, I don't know what you call it. But either way, I had fun with it. I enjoy the music in the game, and I like those type of games regardless. This next game is a big staple to all Xbox gamers, or most Xbox gamers. It's the Halo game, and this was Halo 5. Not necessarily their best, but definitely still worth having in your collection. Digitally or physically. I enjoyed the game. Even if the campaign was okay, there's still awesome parts in there. They could take that and run with it and make a better campaign in the future. I liked a lot of the characters in the campaign, even if the story was lacking. And then the multiplayer was just awesome. Even if in the beginning they didn't have that many maps, it evolved into something grand. So you could do so many things. There's so many modes, and the gameplay itself is amazing. So yeah, I was definitely all over it when it came out, and I was just playing it every day. So yeah, I'm glad that I have that in my collection. This next game, I'm actually surprised I still have it in my collection because it is a DC game. Don't boo me just yet, but I do like Marvel more, and that should say a lot for this game because it does play awesomely. The campaign is interesting. I actually like playing the single player stuff more so because I suck at multiplayer going against people. But the game looks awesome, and I think they did an awesome job with this, and I'm actually looking forward to Mortal Kombat. If they do it more like this, and less like the last Mortal Kombat, in my opinion, even though I do like past Mortal Kombat. Anyway, yeah, this game's awesome. I'm happy and surprised it's still in my collection. This next one is another fighter, and it's Killer Instinct. I actually never really got into Killer Instinct before Xbox One, and I think they did a great revitalized version of it. I'm happy with the way this plays, this looks, this is, and everything that they keep adding to it. There's always content happening when it comes to this game, and characters from other games come over. This version has the soundtrack as well, which is awesome, and I'm glad that I like Killer Instinct now, and I added it to my collection. I actually went back to try the older ones, and I'm trash on it, but I do like this one, and I'm really good at this one with certain characters. This next game is a Lego game, another one like the Disney Infinity that I could have in my collection when my nieces are over and they want to play something cute. Also, it helps that it's a Marvel Lego game. This next game is Mass Effect. Oh man, this one has some history. But I think it just accidentally fell into my lap, to be honest. My younger brother is a Mass Effect fan, and I believe he bought it on the Xbox and PlayStation, and I told him I wanted to try it on the Xbox to see if I like Mass Effect games or if I can get into RPG games, and then everything that could go wrong went wrong. Well, almost everything. It mostly got made fun of more so than it should have, but it happened. And then I played the game itself and I couldn't get into it. I had no interest in the characters or what was happening in the story, but My brother never took it back. He just left it in my collection. I'm not even sure if he has it on the PlayStation yet. I mean, still. But anyway, it's in my collection now. Maybe one day I'll get back into it or something. Next game I have here is Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and yeah, I played the first one, and I still haven't really done that much with this except for try the demo, I believe it was, or beta or something. The next game is a beautiful, beautiful game called Ori. This one's Ori and the Blind Forest. I can't wait to see the next one. This is just the definitive version because I already had the digital regular Ori, and once I had heard that they were going to do a physical one, I really wanted to support it. Also, this one comes with the soundtrack, which is beautiful. This game, it just looks great and it makes you very emotional. So yeah, I love it. The next game is Overwatch. I think a lot of people know about Overwatch now, and at first I didn't care for it. I wanted there to have a story for me to get to know the characters more. Besides me going to YouTube and checking out some videos, I wanted some of that stuff to be integrated within the game, even if you have to go to the menu and check out archives or galleries or anything like that. I'm still a little salty about that, but overall, the game has grown on me. I really enjoy the multiplayer. I still play it to this day whenever they add new characters or whenever they have new maps or an event going on. So this game is so lively, and I enjoy playing it a lot with my best friend. And before that, we used to play here and there with other people, but either way, the game's still fun, and my favorite is Junkrat. The next game is Prey, and yeah, this is like a bit of a spooky game, really interesting. I started it, haven't finished it. I know they've added more content recently as of, a couple months ago after E3, because I know that's when I announced it. But either way, I think it's really interesting. The next one is Quantum Break. Very underrated game. Got a lot of flack for stuff that is really not their fault. The whole checkerboard rendering crap and resolution gate, all that stuff was happening around this time. Exclusive, console exclusive, all that stuff. And it's just like, shut up and play the game because it's really fun. I really like the story, and there's a show that plays while you're playing the game, like in between. You'll see some scenes with actors and everything, and I just really enjoyed it. I know that some people just want to play and they don't want to see episodic kind of thing in between, so I understand that aspect of it. But either way, I liked it, I enjoyed it, and the boss battle at the end was, man, he was annoying me. But I wish they did like a part 2 or anything like that. That would be nice. The next game is Rare Replay. It's an awesome compilation of 31 or something games, and retro collectors swear by this because when they do get into modern consoles and stuff, they still like playing their old school things, and this is definitely one of them that everybody recommends. I got it back when it came out. I believe it was only $30, so you're getting 31 or 32 games with that. So it's an awesome collection. And I know a lot of beloved Rare titles that were on the, Nintendo and stuff like that, they're on here as well. So you guys should check it out, add it to your collection. I'm pretty sure it's like $15 or even less by now. The next game is Recore, and I really wanted this game to be more than what it was. I was so hyped when I saw the teaser and then the trailer for the game, and I really liked the song that they had with the trailer and everything, so it got me hyped for the game. I got it when it came out, and it was a little bit disappointing. It was lacking content for me, and I didn't really care for how big the world was and kind of empty. I wish it played more like Tomb Raider for me, in its own unique, different way. But I hear rumors of part 2, so maybe they can work on some of that stuff, and I know that they've added more content and they fixed this one as well, so yeah. The next game is Rise, Son of Rome, another badass title that came out when the console first launched that some people missed out on, along with, this one came out with Killer Instinct and Forza Motorsport 5, and Dead Rising 3, which I don't have. My brother has that one. But yeah, all those titles came out together. This is an awesome game and kind of underrated as well. It sucks that supposedly Crytek and Microsoft don't get along, because it would have been nice to see this title continue, get better, and stuff like that. The next game is another awesome collection of games, Sega Genesis Classics or Sega Master System, that some people have. Actually, no, Mega Drive? Master System? Whatever. You guys know what I mean. Genesis. For me, it's something that I grew up with, so obviously it's pure nostalgia, and they have 50 games in here, and some of them I saw when I was younger and never got to play. What was it, like Comic something? What was it? Comic Zone, which is really tough game. But yeah, there's some other awesome games in there that I really love. And it came with a poster, so I was really hyped about that, especially the fact that it was Streets of Rage and Golden Axe. I was like, hell yeah, I love those games. The next game is Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. Everybody talks up this game as a awesome title that doesn't really get recognition. I know so many people that enjoy it and they want another one. I remember playing it mostly on the 360, and I haven't played this one. I got it super cheap on a deal. I probably said that in the last video too. I'm such an ass. But anyway, I have it in my collection, and so I'll play it definitely one day. The next game is Song of the Deep, and I'm pretty sure this used to be a GameStop exclusive. It probably isn't anymore. You can probably see it other places. It was a unique indie style game. I played it on the PlayStation with my niece, and then I found it for the Xbox. I even have a book that, like, my brother said they were gonna throw away at GameStop, and he's like, here, if you want to know more about the lore. And I was like, wow, that's cool. So yeah, I want to finish it. I know I started it on the Xbox, but I haven't finished it on the Xbox. Oh boy. Actually, this next game is not that bad compared to part 2. So that's Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah, now when you look back at this, it wasn't that bad. It was just missing a campaign, but I really enjoyed the multiplayer. Another game that I played on the PlayStation when my brother first got it, and then when I got it on the Xbox, I started playing with my friends. We did game times with it and all that good stuff, and I just like the feel when you're running around and you hear the music and you hear the gunshot or the laser shots, whatever, and it just feels like you're in that Star Wars universe. I did wish it had a story type of thing, which part 2 did kind of right. I played the story in the second one, but I do have it digital, but it was lacking. Like, the story was okay. If anything, my favorite thing from part 2, as well as this one, is the multiplayer stuff, and that would be the Starfighter Assault. That's the main thing I liked on part 2. This one, I just like running around casually, shooting people and doing objective and stuff like that in the multiplayer. The next game we have here is Street Fighter. Man, this is another collection of awesome games, and I just noticed that I have a few now. So yeah, Street Fighter's awesome, and you basically play all the Street Fighters on here except for 5. Actually 4 and 5. I have 4 already digitally because of the 360 back compat, so I have access to most of the games, and I do own the 5th one on the PlayStation. I just don't play it that much. So this is awesome for, obviously, nostalgia, and I love Street Fighter or Super Street Fighter 2 growing up on the Genesis with my brothers, and I've done some throwback Thursday videos with this and some of the other games that I've mentioned as well when it comes to like the collections and stuff like that. Definitely pick it up if you're a Street Fighter fan. The next game is Sunset Overdrive. I remember seeing this game as well with the other games that I pointed out, like Forza and Rise and stuff like that, and I just thought their launch lineup was so awesome, and this game looked badass and punk and stuff. I wanted them to do a custom console because I know they released a white one, but I thought it would be awesome if they had graffitis and stickers and a whole bunch of stuff on there as well. But either way, it seems like everybody loves this game except for Microsoft that doesn't want to make a part 2. That's what it seems like, because I know that devs and everything were mentioning them wanting to do a part 2 or anything like that. And then Spider-Man happened, so I don't think they have a reason to look back, to be honest, but I know a lot of people that love this game, and I just thought it was awesome and fun. The next game is so cute, and I was hyping it up on Twitter back when it was about to come out, and people actually got confused. Well, some of my friends got confused because I had changed my name kind of like it. I had a picture that was like it, so they thought it was the official Super Lucky Tale devs or whatever. I thought that was funny, so I went back to my own picture. Either way, this game is super cute. I bought it for my nieces, I bought it for She-Wolf's daughter, and I just think it's a fun platformer. Yeah, it's kind of buggy here and there, but overall, it's awesome, and I can definitely see a game like this going to the Switch or something like that. And I know before that they had a VR version of this as well. Either way, it's super cute, and obviously it's a fox, so that's all you need to know. The next one is another Telltale game that people swear by, and even though I love the Walking Dead series, and now I love the Batman series on here for Telltale, and The Wolf Among Us is awesome, even if it plays a little clunky. I really have to finish this one because everybody definitely talks this one up, and I started it and I enjoy it. I just haven't finished it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that one down below for sure. This next one is Tekken 7. I enjoyed from what I tried of this game, and I definitely wanted to pick it up and add it to my collection. If you guys can tell, I like fighters a lot and racing games, which I guess is rare for some people to hear that, coming from a female gamer, but that's what I grew up playing with my brothers. Even if they lost interest in fighters or racing games, I still enjoy them, and I like playing fighters against the computer or like my friends or anything like that, depending. So yeah, I'm glad that I have this one in my collection as well. This next one, again, another Telltale game that I love and enjoy. I can't wait to add the first game to my collection because I don't have it physical, but I do own it digital, and I want to get the ones that came out after this because I don't have those either. But I'm happy that I did pick this one up. I know some people didn't like this one, but I did, and I'm looking forward to trying the new season. The next one is The Wolf Among Us, which I mentioned already, so you guys know I don't have to say anything else, except for if you haven't tried it, check it out. Another game that I have physical and digital. I actually do that a lot with Telltale games because I enjoy them that much, and sometimes they do go on sale on the Xbox store faster than physical, but when they do go on sale physically, they usually stay that way. So yeah, pick it up if you haven't. Really wish we could have got a part 2 to that as well. The next one is Titanfall, and this is another one of those games in the beginning of the Xbox One life that I really liked, but like Battlefield 4 and Destiny, I had a 360, so I picked it up over there as well, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It just sucked that my stuff didn't transfer because I would have been a higher level than what I was when I picked it up for the Xbox One. Either way, this one's multiplayer is the best multiplayer. I really enjoy this one a lot. Love playing that with my friends in game time and all that good stuff. Even if it was lacking a bit of a campaign, it wasn't noticeable or horrible experience for me at all. The next one here is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I really want to get back into this game actually. I know that they've been adding more and more and more, and I think this is the only Tom Clancy I have in my collection now. If you saw my last one, then you might know what I got rid of, but yeah, this game is just awesome and very tactical, and I enjoy like terrorist hunt and stuff like that. I've enjoyed other Rainbow Six like games before, Vegas and stuff like that, Vegas 2 specifically, but yeah, it's just cool. I'm glad I have it in my collection if I ever want to go back and get some new operators or anything like that. The next game is another fighter. Are you surprised? No? Okay, well, this one is Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and yeah, this is a remaster of the one that we played on the 360, and it looks awesome, it plays awesome. I had such a good time with this. We even bought it on the PlayStation, and I fought against my brothers because they're too lazy to come over here and play on Xbox. But anyway, yeah, we really enjoyed it, and this one came with a little comic book, which is really cool. Getting close to the end here, this one is Wolfenstein The New Order, and I did finish this one for sure, and I enjoy it. It was a badass game the whole way through, and I can't wait to play Old Blood, and which I started, but I haven't finished it. And then I want to play part 2, which I already owned. So yeah, this is really cool. I enjoy it. Let's talk about these cool Steelbook games that I have on here for a minute. They don't actually have the games inside, but they came along with the games. So we have Battlefield 1, they came with the collector's edition. We have Battlefield 4, which my brother gave me when I picked up Battlefield 4, I think on the 360 or something, I don't know. And then we have Quantum Break, which I believe I picked up, yeah, at GameStop as well when I picked up the game. So they look really cool, and I'm happy to add them to my collection. Even though I don't necessarily need them, it's a bonus thing, I guess. The next one, you guys know, obviously I have in my collection. I even picked up the collector's edition for this, which was missing this game, but I contacted Microsoft and eventually they sent it my way because it was supposed to be in the box, guys. I don't know what you're doing over there, but anyway, this is the Steelbook version of Gears of War 4. The Ultimate Edition has everything. I've given away the codes and stuff that were in here because I already had the game digital because I had the custom console. So yeah, can you tell I'm a big Gears fan? Yeah, I just like the way this I was gonna say the game looks. But I mean, this is true. I like the way the game looks, I like the way the game plays, I like the world and everything about Gears. But yeah, I'm glad that I have a physical version of the game in my collection. This next game is Sonic Mania Plus, which came out physically after the game was already launched digitally and with a collector's edition. Mind you, the collector's edition that I did unboxing for, so if you guys are interested, it didn't have a physical version in that, so I was surprised, but whatever, I still wanted the collector's edition because it was awesome. But I had to buy the game again later on when it came out. Totally worth it. And yeah, this one comes with an art book, so that's really cool, and it does have DLC because you could have extra characters and everything like that. So yeah, I'm glad that I could add this to the collection physically because I enjoy the game so much. It just gives me nostalgia for one of my favorite games ever, which is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I love the older Sonic 2D style games, even though some of the other ones are pretty good too. I mean, the second Sonic is always going to have that place in my heart. To this day, I can still go back and play that, and this one reminds me of that. It just looks even more beautiful. This next game is Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, I don't have definitive edition of Tomb Raider, but I do have the collector's edition on the 360, so I really loved when they rebooted the series. And then as soon as this one was announced, no matter what platform you owned, if you liked Tomb Raider, you were gonna pick this up. And someone actually sent me this cool case that has a pop-up. I believe it was Maddie Beast. So thank you for that. And the game itself is just awesome and it plays well, and I'm really happy with it. But talking about that one is actually making me hyped to talk about this next one. And the last game in my collection for now is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and holy shit, this game is really underrated. A lot of people kind of missed out on this. Quick mention, it is on Game Pass if you have that, and it's totally worth it. I paid, what was it, 80 for this or 90 for this. Don't regret it one bit, because I got to play it as soon as it came out, and I got all these extra goodies with it. So obviously the steelbook looks really cool. I got the season pass and stuff like that as well, and it came with some art cards, and it has all three of the games Obviously, the first game I don't have on the Xbox One. I have it on the 360 Collector's Edition, and I've always wanted to get the Collector's Edition for Rise of the Tomb Raider and now Shadow of the Tomb Raider because I love the statues. It's just bad timing and it's kind of expensive and whatnot, but this game's really good and I really enjoyed it. It was my game of the year last year, so if you guys haven't tried it, check it out. Totally worth it. It gave me that feeling of the first game when I first tried it on the 360. I believe I talked about that back when I mentioned all the games I played last year. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna actually pick up more games, but I'm gonna try to release this before then. So, hopefully... Hey again, everyone. Psych! I didn't post that video, so I cut it off before I did the outro. And obviously, I ordered a couple games after I recorded that. And then I decided to wait for DMC5. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. This is the last of my games in my current collection right now for Xbox One. And we have Titanfall 2, which is a good game. Obviously, I showed you guys the first one that I have, and this one has a campaign that everybody was asking for, which I thought was pretty good. I just don't think it was amazing, and also the multiplayer was very different from what I was used to. So it's at first I didn't like it, but now I think the multiplayer is actually pretty decent and they've fixed a lot of stuff, but it's still not better than the first one in my opinion. I do have a code on here, so if you guys are interested, the first person that comments that they're interested in this code, I'll give you that. The next game we have is Bulletstorm, which is a remaster. I have this game on the 360. I got it back when it came out and it was awesome. Also, I think it had a thing for like Gears of War 3 demo or something like that. So this is a full clip edition with a different publisher, and the game is just really good, and I haven't seen like how it plays or how it looks on the Xbox One, or like just in general how it looks in a long time. So yeah, this one comes with a Duke Nukem code, so if you guys are interested in that as well, I'm not, and if you comment below, I'll send you that. And then that last game is DMC5. I just picked this up on a Friday. It's awesome, and so far I'm loving it. It looks really good. It's a badass game. It looks really damn good actually. Plays really fun, just like everything this year so far. Anyway, everything's fun. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys my recent pickups to my Xbox One collection, since this is the Xbox One collection video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below of my collection and my latest pickups for this system, and then in the future I can do collection videos for other systems as well, which are not as big except for Xbox 360, which is probably my giant big collection, which I probably won't even edit this way because I'll take another 3-4 years. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know, like I said, what you think down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.